Now, the Ghana Journalists Association, GJA, is set to meet President John Dramani Mahama next week to discuss a rising wave of attacks on journalists in the line of duty. The move follows growing concerns over press freedom and journalist safety after a string of violent incidents. Among them, a GH1 TV reporter was assaulted during the Ablekuma North parliamentary rerun on July 17. In another case, on July 30, Joy News reporter Carlos Kaloni, his cameraman and an eyewitness were allegedly attacked by armed military personnel during a demolition exercise at Spintex. Speaking on ChannelOne TV's The Big Issue, GJA President Albert Kwabena Jumfo described the upcoming engagement with the president as critical to halting the increase in assaults and ensuring stronger protections for media practitioners. ChannelOne News' Elizabeth Kabuki Okanse has more.
The GJA president's remarks comes amid heightened anxiety within the media fraternity as journalists continue to endure physical attacks whilst carrying out their work. Jumfo warned that if no decisive measures are taken within the next 7 days, the association would declare a total media blackout on military-related activities and publicly brand the military as enemies of press freedom and democracy.
We are in expectant and readiness to meet with the president, to meet with him in the coming week, and I know that it's going to be in the early next week.
Very well.
So that we can iron out some of these things, because this after 7 days, in as much as we wait on the president, we are going to take a decision, or we are saying that we are not only going to declare we are not going to blacklist, we are going to declare them as enemies of press freedom and democracy. An attack on the media, an attack on the press is an attack on our democracy.
Very well.
And so we are going to declare them as enemies of democracy and enemies of the media, of press freedom. So and again, we have also made some.
Security analyst Professor Kwesi Enim has urged restraint, calling for constructive dialogue and institutional collaboration in response to the GJA's ultimatum. He emphasized that addressing the issues requires joint efforts between the media, security agency, and government institutions.
Well, it's one of possible paths, but there's a need for constant engagement. Now, his relationship is about misunderstanding, misrepresentation, and then historical sufficiency that breeds misunderstanding and that occasionally steps out into all kinds of misbehavior that we have seen.
Legal practitioner and constitutional law lecturer Justice Abdullahi has proposed the establishment of dedicated media courts in every region to ensure speedy adjudication of media-related cases and deter future attacks.
Now, having said that, my call to stem this tide would be to have a dedicated court, to establish a dedicated court to deal with infractions of journalists. And so I probably would call it a media court in every region. We should have one media court in every region dedicated to deal purely and solely with infractions of the media, whether in the form of a civil action or in the form of a criminal action. I believe it will serve a very useful purpose and then go against, and work towards resolving this matter. In fact, I believe that would be the best way of resolving this whole issue.
Also contributing, NDC legal team member Ni Adu underscores the importance of accountability following the recent assaults. He urged government and the media to engage in mutual dialogue to safeguard press freedom and uphold democratic principles.
Journalists, once identified as journalists, carrying on with their work, should not be the subject of assault. It's as simple as that. Journalists should be able to do their work with utmost protection from either the police or the military, because you are the voice of the voiceless. You are the reason why when you are a party in opposition, we attend to programs like this because we have our voice heard. When we are in power, you want to explain your policies to the people. If the media shuts you out, then we begin to complain.